Welcome back. 39 past, and joining us this morning with Matt Zika from the National Weather Service. Thanks for joining us today, Matt.
Thanks for having me on the show this morning.
Now, it is National Severe Weather Awareness Week, and we know that we're not immune to severe weather here in the UP, but what kind of things do we normally get in our area that we should keep an eye out for?
Well, obviously, like the tornadoes we saw last Friday down around Chicago, tornadoes of that magnitude in the UP are very rare.
Sure.
But we do have our own weather concerns during the summer season, and those would typically be lightning, high winds associated with thunderstorms, even heavy rain, and with some of those thunderstorms that result in flooding. We saw a few instances at the end of last summer in September. Iron Mountain and Escanaba saw some flash flooding events. So those are usually the biggest ones, and with all the outdoor activities that occur up here in the UP in the summertime, we want to make sure people are weather aware and know how to take action when they have to.
Agreed. Now, one of them you mentioned lightning, and I know a lot of people say, well, you know, just keep an ear out for thunder. Is that really the best key to keep an eye out for lightning? I'm always nervous about it.
Well, oftentimes that's going to be the first clue that something is on the horizon and heading your direction. And so we tell folks, when you hear thunder, it's time to seek shelter, move indoors. And if they can't get inside a building, their vehicle is going to provide the best protection from a lightning storm. Also along those lines, though, you may be able to notice on the horizon if the clouds are getting dark and it looks threatening and your gut is telling you that, oh, that doesn't look very good, it's probably time to if you're out boating, maybe get off the water at that point, or if you're outside with your whatever activities they are, it's time to move indoors.
Sure. Now, boating, that's another one that, you know, I'm just learning about swimming and everything else, so I'm very nervous around the water, but it seems like a lot of folks kind of almost defy, especially on the smaller lakes. You know, what kind of things should they keep an eye on when they head for those smaller lakes to know that, you know, maybe it's time to get off?
I mean, everybody always likes to push it to the envelope. Maybe the fish are biting or they're having a really good time out there and they hear that rumble in the distance, but oftentimes it doesn't take that long for the storm to move from where it looks like it's on the horizon to where they're at. And the wind gusts with thunderstorms can come up very quickly and put you in significant danger. And so we tell folks at that point where they're either hearing the thunder or they see the clouds moving in, you know, if they can't get back to where they launched their boat, at least seek a close island or something where they can seek shelter until the storm moves past, because it's not worth risking the worst outcome that could possibly happen. We've seen stories recently in the news about that, where people get caught off guard with high winds from storms, and the results aren't very good. So just simple common sense. And
you were saying that in this day and age, I mean, admittedly, things have changed so much, and really in this day and age, anywhere from, you know, the radios, the weather radios, to cell phones, what's out there to keep people informed of what's happening?
Yeah, in today's world, especially with the mobile devices, and there's a myriad of apps out there that people can go and they can basically follow wherever they're going, and if a weather warning is issued for their area, they're going to get notification of it. So no longer in today's day and age should you guys be going out and doing stories after the storms and you find the folks that say, oh, it struck without warning, it struck without warning. There's so many ways nowadays, and you mentioned them, from weather radio to their mobile devices to just monitoring radio or even the TV to let them know that bad weather is on the way. And so we just tell people to stay tuned or keep in touch, especially when we're talking about the potential for significant weather around the area.
And when we talk about severe weather, there are three words that always pop up that can be a little confusing. You've got alerts, advisories, watches, and warnings. Can you break down what the difference of those are for us?
Right, absolutely. And most of the time, it's the winter time where we hear the difference between advisories and warnings. Because when we mention winter weather advisories, it just means that there's going to be enough snow that's going to be kind of a nuisance, but it's not to the magnitude where it's probably going to shut everything down. Warnings, especially in the summertime, that's the big thing. When people hear the word warning, that means it's time to take action. Either severe weather has been reported to us by a severe weather spotter, and we'll issue a warning based off that, and people should seek shelter then, or we're using radar to determine that a thunderstorm has the potential to produce very strong winds, large hail, and dangerous lightning.
Okay, well, you know, Matt, I want to thank you so much for coming in, reminding us that even though we're pretty much in a safe area, we are not immune from some bad weather coming our way.
Absolutely, and folks who are interested in helping with the whole warning program, Storm Spotter training is coming up from the Weather Service, and that's going to start next week. And and so they can go to our website, weather.gov, and click on the UP and see a full schedule. We'll be out in most counties in the UP, and next Wednesday we'll be in Marquette at Peter White Library at 6:30 in the evening. So folks who are interested in learning more about the weather and the weather hazards we have up here and being involved with weather reporting, they can come out and see us then.
And you know, I've always heard that those people, the eyes on the ground, make the big difference when it comes to helping people stay safe.
Absolutely. We have all the cool technology and little tools to let us know things may be happening, but until we get the reports from folks across the UP, we can't be 100% sure.
All right, super. Thank you so much. And you
Thanks
know,
a lot.
again, check out their website and get involved and help everybody stay safe.
Absolutely. That's the whole key of this week, and we saw the changes from the snow Friday to the 70 degrees on Sunday.
Very fast.
Yep.
All right, thanks,
Thank
Pat. Well, I'll tell you what, in the meantime, while the snow is going, we're also thinking about getting going on our bikes, and Ashley Kirkland is going to tell us more about getting bike tune-ups in just a minute.